Hi, Sashi. It's really nice having you here.
Thank you. I feel honored. My privilege. I was a normal goer, college goer. I did my BTech. As I took a break. There are some production houses trying to up onto the corporate level. So that's how I got into Mamalola.
Let's get into Mamalola. That's your first venture in F&B.
Yeah.
So this sounds like a very unique name. It's like very interesting. I'd want to know the story behind it and the idea behind it.
So the name comes from Malayalam. It
Okay.
says "Hey baby." So
Okay.
in Tamil, in Telugu, Amma Kuchi, Amma Kutti.
Hmm. Hmm.
So "Hey baby" in that slang. What
So
I'm
hey
trying.
baby in Malayalam is like
Yeah, yeah,
Mamalola.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Amma Kuchi.
Amakuchi. Okay. Cool.
So that's it. And one of my partner was the one who had the inception of that.
Okay.
So we all found it very quirky.
Catchy, quirky.
So
Hmm.
then we thought, okay, why not? Because wherever I go, whenever I meet new people, or whenever I say that there's I'm part of this restaurant, they ask me, the first thing they ask me is, so that's where you're initiating a conversation. No, I think that's the selling point.
Right.
From there you can, so names, brands, logos,
Brands.
everything matter.
Right. That's true
The
actually.
digital front. So
So I've been to Mamalola, and personally, when I was at Mamalola, my experience was like really good. Apart from the amazing food, the view, and the live music band that I actually enjoyed, I also saw like there were diverse range of people over there. Okay, that's something I didn't see anywhere else.
hmm
So that was my experience about Mamalola, and like what would some person is coming, like one of our viewer is coming down, what would their experience be like at Mama Lola?
Mama Lola has two sections.
Hmm.
One is your indoor, one is your outdoor.
Hmm.
Your indoor is a fine dine from morning till evening. Any time of the year, any point of the month, that's going to remain like that.
Hmm.
The outdoor is something, a very iterative thing. It evolves. So
Okay.
from 12 to 4 or 12 to 5, it's a
Hmm.
fine dine space.
Okay.
From 5 to 8, it's a kind of space where people would want to vibe and chill, just chill. There's a small music which gets into the place, a kind of some house music
Hmm.
in very melodic mode, wherein you have your corporate goers, just want to have a beer before they go
Hmm.
home, or some people who are done with their colleges, they just
Hmm.
want to have some snacks before they leave. So this
Hmm.
is the transition period. But as soon as we hit 7:38, the outdoor becomes a high energy bar. We
Okay.
do bands, we do
Hmm.
DJs. Even at the outdoors, we've restricted the deck space to cater for families.
Okay.
So kids can come. That's a
Hmm.
non-smoking zone.
Hmm.
Kids can come. They can sit. They can come
Hmm.
with families. Elder people can come. You have all the services like wheelchair assistance and
Amazing.
everything. Post 8 o'clock, once the DJ starts, the music comes in with
Hmm.
high energy, drinks served and all.
Right.
So this transition, I
Hmm.
think there are very few restaurants which are there, in Hyderabad, which caters to this. So that is
Exactly.
the reason why you find people of all age groups throughout the day.
Hmm.
And we being on the 13th floor, and we are the highest and the largest rooftop in Hyderabad,
Yeah.
catering to around 12,000 square foot.
Amazing. So Mama Lola is planned with an intention to
Yes,
cater to
different types of
this.
audiences. Your target audience is open, actually.
Okay. Right now in Hyderabad, the F&B industry has become so quick that every month ఒక కొత్త ప్లేస్ ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది అండ్ ఆ ప్లేస్ ఓపెన్ అవడంతో there's lot of hype being built up, and people's mentality is also being changed. So Mama Lola has been since 1.5 year, and still it's pretty much relevant, honestly. Like it's a go-to spot for many people who I generally talk to also, be it corporates, be it some international delegates that are coming around, that meet around at T Hub. I see them at Mama Lola also. So I mean, how are you staying relevant in this fast-paced industry?
Any success mantra in F&B, the retention has to be more.
Hmm.
So for that to happen, అంటే customer point of view,
Hmm.
మేము రెస్టారెంట్ని ఫోర్ డిఫరెంట్ డివిజన్స్లో బ్రేక్ చేసాం.
Okay.
One is your food,
Hmm.
one are your drinks, three is your service, and four is your CRM, the customer
Okay.
relation management. So for food, what we did, as I said initially, we went up. to a person who has an experience of 30 years, and he knows how Hyderabad has evolved,
Okay.
and he works closely with the corporates.
Mm-hmm.
It's Mr. Chef Shankar. He owns and
Okay.
runs Fusion and Brand.
Hmm.
Second, with drinks, we wanted to try something new.
Hmm.
So your drinks had to be new, not the regular cocktails which Hyderabad was offering at that given point of time.
Hmm.
So we went out of Hyderabad. We went to places where people actually have cocktails,
Hmm.
who know you, who nurture on these kind of
The
drinks.
connoisseurs of
Exactly,
cocktails.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we went to Goa, we went to Mumbai.
Okay.
We we worked with few agencies, some consulting firms, and then
Hmm.
we went on to meet a guy called Saurav, who was then India's second best mixologist as according to Bacardi event.
Wow.
We talked to him, we explained him, we brought him to Hyderabad, we showed him few places, and he said that, see, uh, Hyderabad's cocktails can be upscaled because
Hmm.
most of the cocktails here were using syrups which were coming
Okay.
in, bottled syrups.
Hmm.
So he said, why not we start this thing where you're doing your syrups in house. You're not using
Hmm.
sweeteners. You're
Okay.
using more of fruits,
Hmm.
vegetables,
Hmm. Hmm.
okay, flavors, spices,
Hmm.
everything natural.
Hmm.
So that was one idea which I thought I could buy in. We were anyways
True.
sorted with food, so we wanted to experiment with the cocktails.
Right.
So when we started it, you won't believe, I'm not exaggerating, the total investment what took us
Hmm.
on working on with the mixologist, getting him the ingredients, getting those machineries,
Hmm.
to doing for getting those homemade syrups,
Hmm.
batches and all. I've ideally recovered that in 15 days.
Seriously.
In 15 days.
Wow. Okay. That
So
15 days is something that you can't even like.
exactly,
Yeah.
and I'm talking, I'm not, I'm talking like real numbers.
Hmm.
So our Mamalola love, which has plum liquor.
Okay.
Plum liquor was something what people love till date.
Okay.
So I have delegates who travel in, expats,
Right.
the embassy, consulate members.
Hmm.
They keep coming to our place just to have the drink.
Amazing.
So we have clarified drinks. Most of our cocktails are clarified versions.
Hmm.
And today Saurav is handling biggest projects in the country.
Hmm.
He's already, after Mamalola, he's done 3 more outlets in Hyderabad.
That's a recognition he got.
Exactly. And
Hmm.
he's doing our new project.
Hmm.
He's doing a collab with a uh, mixologist from Barcelona
Okay.
with us in our new
Okay.
project. And then he's doing a very big one in Mumbai. He's doing one in Jaipur.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to tell you is, food was sorted. We had to try something new in the cocktails, and we did that. Third, when it had to come to your ambience,
Hmm.
your experience, and all. See, rooftops always have this. um People tend to love rooftops for some reason, because you're at a height,
True.
your line of sight is completely different, quite.
When you're at least a bit connected to that nature or
So every day
yeah.
when you see, when the moment you wake up, లేచి పడుకున్నంత వరకు,
Hmm.
all you see is a ceiling
Hmm.
most of the time.
Correct.
You're in your house, you have a ceiling. You're in an office, college, you have a ceiling. You're at a workplace, you
Right.
have a ceiling.
Right.
You're in your car, you have a ceiling,
Yeah.
right?
Uh.
You're in a bus, you have a ceiling. Now let's not debate on bikes, but still, huh?
Yeah.
You have that. Rooftops are that one place where
Hmm.
you're right beneath the sky.
Hmm. Yeah.
There's no enclosure.
True.
So people tend to like it. I mean, this is what the feedback I've seen, I've heard, and I've experienced.
Obviously, it's like a shift of environment, and it will be a shift from the mindset also. So yeah, and honestly, rooftops used to be a thing, but I think Mama Lola is the only one that has come with a bang on comeback also for the rooftops. That's what I see and
So
hear.
again, it is a combination. So
Hmm.
as I said, food sorted. We wanted to
Hmm.
experiment with the drinks, and we did. We had some of the wine tasters flying from Bangalore, one
Okay.
from Pune. These people were A-listers.
Hmm.
We did a very huge cocktail sessions, and it was very serious one. Scrutiny was next level. It
Okay.
was new to me.
Hmm.
And then, as I said, ambience. See, there is no, you don't find much of artifacts, you don't find much of work going here and there. It's simple, but
Hmm.
yet it's the sky and the open nature which talks to you. And the
Right.
final thing which I said was, your connect with the customer.
Okay.
So all these four aspects put together is an experience.
Right.
You walk into a restaurant, you eat, you drink, or you come, you just walk in with an intention of having a different experience.
Right.
All these four put together is what you call an experience, right?
True.
Only before you leave the restaurant, when you pay the bill,
Mm.
if you are able to justify your consciousness, your conscience, to say that the amount what I've paid versus what I've eaten, what I've drunk, or where I'm sitting, if that is like LHS equal to RHS, you're sorted.
ట్రూ. బిల్ ఏంటి ఇంతుంది అనుకునే బదులు ఇట్స్ వర్త్ ఇట్ అనుకోవాలి.
Exactly.
రైట్.
So ఇవన్నీ జరగాలంటే four aspects, which I personally felt again with the learnings of my partners who guided me through the food, your drinks, your ambience, and your CRM, your customer relation. Customer relation kinda your service comes in, your basic table manners, staff etiquettes, ఇవన్నీ.
ఓకే.
If you run through all four and you probably are, I'll tell you what, you don't have to be great in your food, you don't have to be great in your drinks, you don't have to be great in your place, you don't have to be great in your service, your CRM. Only and only if the customer is walking out with a satisfactory experience, you are a winner.
సో బేసికలీ ఇన్ స్టార్ట్అప్ టర్మ్స్ దట్స్ యర్ నార్త్ స్టార్ మెట్రిక్ యూ కెన్ సే.
Exactly.
యా.
No greatness is required. Your chef need not be a Michelin all the time, your mixologist need not be world's number one all the time, world's number two or Bacardi number one or absolute. No, there's these forums will only help you get about 10 tables or 15 tables for your launch or post launch.
ఇట్స్ ఎ వర్డ్ ఆఫ్ మౌత్.
The retention and the sustainability factor is a very clear thing that you even if you are an okay player in all these four segments put together, you are a kick-ass winner.
రైట్.
And many people have, if you go, I don't know if you visited Taj Mahal restaurant, it's there in Secunderabad. The food is okay, the service is okay, their ambience is okay, the CRM is okay, all four put together.
రైట్.
Okay. And even if you go to Falaknama,
యా.
there's a diversified versions of food, drinks, ambience. So some say only just for the ambience you go,
ఎస్.
you have to visit a palace.
రైట్. దట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్.
How many times would you go to just visit a palace for the sake of eating?
Once, just to put on Instagram, to be honest, but yeah, only once.
So that's what I'm saying. ఇప్పుడు హైదరాబాద్లో చాలా ప్లేసెస్ ఓపెన్ అవుతున్నాయి, రైట్? అండ్ యూ ఫీల్, or anybody for that matter could feel that how can you sustain it? దీనికి 2 factors ఉంటాయి. What is your main USP versus అంటే what do you have to offer,
right,
which is special than others. Second, why ఈ ఆఫరింగ్ కి why should people still come to you when similar places are opening up?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, see, ఆ యూఎస్పీ అనేది నీ దగ్గరే ఉండాలని రూల్ ఏంటి?
ఎవడన్నా చేయొచ్చు.
సో వన్ ఆఫ్ యూఎస్పీ ఇస్ లైక్ వెరీ రేర్లీ ఫౌండ్, రైట్? ఇన్ టుడేస్ బిజినెస్ నువ్వు పేటెంట్ చేసుకున్నా కూడా ఏదన్నా ఒక ప్రోడక్ట్ కో సర్వీస్ కో నీకు ఇమీడియట్ గా దాని ఇంకో ఇది వచ్చేస్తుంది, అవునా? అండ్ దట్ ఈస్ సంథింగ్ విచ్ ఇస్ అప్రూవ్డ్ విత్ ఇన్. సో అట్ Mamalola what we have tried to do is we have tried to balance these two. మన యూఎస్పీ వర్సెస్ కొత్తగా ఏది వచ్చినా దాన్ని మనం ఎలా కౌంటర్ చేస్తాం.
ఓకే, అప్డేటింగ్ టు,
యా. So you keep iterating your menu, your food menu, your bar menu. You change your furniture now and then. You change your cushions now and then. So if you fill in your greenery, you change the pattern. Earlier it was something which were initially it was more of hanging trees we had. Okay. Now we are having rounded trees. So people should feel fresh.
Understood. That comes from the CRM part.
Exactly. And we keep our bands iterative. We don't stick to one stereotype cheyamu. New bands, kottavi and all. So,
amazing. I think Mamalola is a place where it's not only about high-end people coming. I mean, మీరు అన్నట్టు Michelin chef కానీ not very expensive resources ఒకటే కాదు. There are people who are talented and yet you get it for a good price, and they also still contribute to all of it.
Yes, మామాలోలాలో మనం మిష్లిన్, సి దట్స్ వాట్, ఇప్పుడు ద మూమెంట్ యూ కాల్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ అ మిష్లిన్, ఇండియాలో మిష్లిన్ స్టేటస్
Hmm.
లేదు, మిష్లిన్ గైడ్ లైన్స్ లేదు.
Hmm.
మిష్లిన్ స్టేటస్ ఇస్ నెవర్ గివెన్ టు అ షెఫ్, ఇట్స్ ఓన్లీ గివెన్ టు అ ప్లేస్.
Okay.
Is the place 1 Michelin, is the place 2 Michelin, is the place 3 Michelin.
Okay.
In India you don't have a guideline set up only,
Okay.
but in India what we are doing currently is we are getting a chef who's worked or who's been part of a restaurant which had a Michelin status.
Okay.
So for example, if there's a chef, our chef was part of Indie, it's 2 Michelin star.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So he calls himself a Michelin rated chef.
Okay. Understood. Got it.
సో ఆ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ మనం ఇవ్వాలంటే యూ కెన్, మిష్లిన్ రెస్టారెంట్స్ ఇఫ్ యూ గో బ్యాక్ అండ్ సీ,
Hmm.
దే ఆర్ నెవర్ వాల్యూమ్ సెంట్రిక్. వరల్డ్ నంబర్ 1, నంబర్ 2, నంబర్ 3 మిష్లిన్స్ ఆర్ లెస్ దెన్ 20 సీటర్స్.
Okay.
You can never give Michelin rated service when you are like 100, 200, 300. అసలు ఇట్స్ ఇంపాసిబుల్.
Hmm.
సో ఫర్ ఇండియన్ మైండ్ సెట్ కి మనకేంటంటే యూ నీడ్ ద వాల్యూమ్ అండ్ ఆల్, సో ఇట్స్ వెరీ డిఫికల్ట్. I think even in the new restaurant which we are doing, it's a 300 seater, but we have catered only 8 tables from the Michelin chef menu from so
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Okay.
only those 8 tables you have to book it prior and you should come and you should
Understood.
have that.
So you were telling about your new venture, Big Bull and MOAI. I want to know a bit about it. You know that lot of hype is happening. Many people are talking about it. A lot of buzz around it, and many influencers also speaking about it. So what is Big Bull? What is MOAI?
Stepping into a new world.